Since the 1967 war, Israel has claimed full control of the Palestinian territories in the Jordan Valley. To achieve this, it used forced displacement and demolition operations, not only for houses, but also for agricultural infrastructure. Further, they denied the Palestinian population from decent quantities of water, and thus prevent them from cultivating their land due to this deprivation. All this leads to a desperate population with little employment. Through terror and deprivation, Israel purposely leaves the residents with no alternatives, forcing them to voluntarily leave their homes and land in search for better livelihoods.
ما يقوم به الاحتلال من هذه الإجراءات هي تثبت لنا يوما بعد يوم أن الاحتلال لا يقوم بإجراء هذه التدريبات فقط من أجل التدريبات العسكرية، وإنما من أجل الضغط على المواطنين الفلسطينيين، من أجل الرحيل عن هذه الأرض وتركها منطقة مفتوحة أمام الهجمة الاحتلالية الموجودة سواء من المستوطنين أو من الجيش الإسرائيلي.
An estimated 400,000 dunams of the Jordan Valley are considered to be closed Israeli military zones, prohibited to Palestinian utilization in agriculture and residence. In 2014, 8 Palestinians were killed and 39 others were injured in the Jordan Valley due to the Israeli occupation forces deliberately leaving explosive materials. The military trainings and maneuvers are exercised in areas populated with Palestinian farmers, shepherds, and their animals, and ultimately this practice leads to the death of many residents.
أنا وأخوي نصلح في الغنمات. قمنا قعدنا هيك ربع ساعة. قمت أنا وعيت يجي فجر وطرت في الهواء وصحيت في المستشفى.
اتصل فيه قال لي محمد الحق اخوك اصطفى دمه منفجر فيه قنبله. فانا ركبت السياره وطلعت من هون، فركبت مركب على الارض ووجهه على الارض يعني، فبركة دم قدامه. فالمنطقه هاي كلها مليئه بشظايا، مليئه بمخلفات لهم. كل يوم يعني الاولاد يتنبلكوا او بلكوا بقايا بلكوا شيء. والله يرحمه يعني مش صغير في العمر، 44 سنه عمره.
On the other hand, the lands that are being zoned off for military purposes are made accessible for settlers under the permission of the Israeli occupational forces. An Israeli newspaper revealed recently that Israel used only military exercises and trainings in order to displace the Palestinian population from their lands. This is a situation here in the Jordan Valley. The occupying forces use any and all means to evacuate the Palestinian territories of its indigenous population and replace them with settlers. This systematic displacement of Palestinians is what calls for a solid and united stance from all international organizations against Israel practices against the rights of the Palestinians.